good morning, everyone. Wherever you are in the world, if you're in the Caribbean, I know it's very hot and nice, and the sea breeze if you're close to the sea or the ocean. Where I am, I'm in New York area, and it's a bit chilly, but we've been having some good weather, right? But today we have a jam-packed show. So you might find me asking questions fast and so forth. I have two beautiful ladies who's going to be on today. I have Esther, who is an artist. She's a singer from St. Lucia. And I also have Dionne, who has lots in store. I'm not going to give away that just yet, but we're going to be on with Esther, a very lovely, you'll see when she comes on. All right. Her voice is so melodic, and I'm just happy to have these guests today, and it's Women Today. Even though Women's Month went, it's Women Today. We're gonna get into a lot of discussions about mental health, music, and so forth. All right, so keep it locked to islandvibe.net. You're looking at Table Talk Show with Nikki G, the voice. If you want to see us, you can go on YouTube, type in Island Vibe, that's VYBE. Or you could go to Table Talk Show with Nikki G. Okay, click that bell. So for any other shows that we have, you'll be able to see it. And any shows we had previously, you could go and take a look, get familiar, send us some messages. Let us know how we did. I love feedback. You could email us as well. All the information is on YouTube. Or on Facebook, we're also live. If you're there and you want to interact or you want to say something, you could put your questions there. Even if you're on YouTube, and then we'll go to it and try to answer it as much as we can. Okay, so keep it locked to Table Talk Show with Nikki G on islandvibe.net. Stay tuned.
Broadcasting live from Philadelphia, Island Vibe, Philly's newest and hottest station.
You're listening to islandvibes.net. All your hits banging right here. Philly #1 Caribbean station. Best in dance-off.
Undisputed champion. Heavyweight, world great. At the Met Gaza celebrate.
Call the Uber. Call the Uber now. I am coming to ya.
Reggaeton.
Algunos parecen todavía. Viven en el siglo de la hombría. Que esta regla es solo para ellos. Y que para tu hombre te maquilla.
Soca.
Love in my heart. Rum in the veins. I so love my rum. Bring an next bottle again. I so love my rum. Bring an next bottle again.
And more. Islandvibes.net.
What's this?
Welcome to Table Talk with Nikki G, the voice, where we bring to you highlights of entrepreneurs, leaders, organizers, and much more.
Cross the finish line. I'll be coming back for you.
A broad spectrum of professionals, including chefs, artists, designers, musicians, and much, much more. Our show is a new brand of talk shows where we educate, bring transparency, and last but not least, fun. Table Talk.
It's a blessing from above. And we never giving up.
Get ready for our seasons, a roller coaster of emotions, all wrapped into one.
Keep that in places.
Caribbean style. We'll cover our Caribbean roots as well, so keep it locked.
That in places.
Welcome to Table Talk. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and iTunes.
Own it, girl, you just own it. Cause your body's on fire. Show me how to control it.
Table Talk Show is now on Island Vibes Radio. You can catch us every Saturday from 10 to 12 p.m. Log on to Island Vibes Philly or islandvibe.net.
I come on to party, drink some rum and break. So come on, let me take a little drink now. Party! You guys, it's your girl Anika Berry, and guess what? I am officially a brand ambassador and artist of the Factopia Carnival Cruise, and we are going to the Bahamas June 2nd through June 9th And guess what the best part is? We are leaving out of Brooklyn. We don't have to buy no flights, no hotels. It's just straight from Brooklyn to the Bahamas for a 7-day ultra premium experience, all inclusive. I'm so excited. We're gonna have 14 events on the cruise, on the land in the Bahamas. We're just gonna drink. We're gonna get lashed up. You're gonna see your favorite artists perform. We're getting everything on this boat. So make sure to reserve your spot now and come and chat with me because we will have a time with Utopia.
Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. If you're tuning in, ready?
Yeah, you ready?
Okay. Hi, everyone. You probably saw me frozen there, but you know, that's like a time delay in our messages that we have there and me going live. All right. So we have we jumping right into it. We have the beautiful Esther Sings. She's originally from St. Lucia, and she's with us today to tell us about her new single that she has and, you know, lifespan and so forth. Welcome, Esther.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. How was your week? How was your week going?
Oh, my week was good. I mean, I had a very good week. The weather wasn't too nice, but it was pleasant. It was okay.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
yes. So I had a good week.
All right.
Thanks for
good. That's
asking.
good. You have to show me how to do those raps because I adore the raps that you have. I'm looking at my hair. I'm like so bland, you know?
I understand. And my hair is so long, you know, so you can imagine how I have to put it to actually wrap all that hair in.
Oh my
Yeah. And I
God.
don't want it to look like too bulky because so much hair that if I just have to just wrap, you know, but I have to really do it how I am supposed to do it. I'll tell you later.
Yeah, please. I mean, I like
Yes.
my audience to get some tips because we have both men, women, kids, family show, basically. And everybody have different textures here. Like I had a friend who was asking me, no, she was telling me, I've never seen your hair. Like now I'm seeing your hair and it's so different and this and that and the other. And she's seen it while and she's, you know. So we were sharing tips because she's East Indian. And of course, you know, my heritage is a mix-up culture. So we kind of share tips on how we do here and what we do and stuff like that, you know? So we'll get into that.
But I do a lot of wrappings because when I have my hair drop, everybody want to touch it. Oh my God, your hair is so long. Your hair is so beautiful. And you know, you just don't want all of that energy in your hair because it works. So I do a lot of wrapping. When I go out, I wrap a lot.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's very fashionable. But is it like dreads or is it natural? Well, it's natural, of course. Dreads.
Well, my natural dreads hair, natural locks.
Yeah.
Natural locks. No false thing in there. The natural thing.
Very nice. Well, no false here. Oh, this is real. You know? Yeah.
All right.
So your inspiration, let's get into your inspiration of music, you know? At what tender age did you start?
I started around maybe like 8. You know, we going to church. We raised with our mothers and father. They want us to go to church. We don't have a choice, you know. And then I started singing from a little girl going to church and everything. And then I took it another step further. I started to sing with you know, like I go to the hotels and then I started to do more performances at the hotels and with bands. I did a little bit with bands and I got up here, God bless me, and I came to America and I decided to take my music a little further. And this is where I am today.
Very nice. Very nice. But as I had this question further down, but I'll ask you now, and then we'll get into it more later on. As a youth coming here, I don't know at what age you came here to pursue your career, but I find coming from the Caribbean to America is a huge leap, right? And you have to have some type of guidance in order to show you who you need to go to. You know, did you have that type of guidance? or did you find everything on your own?
Girl, I just find everything on my own. I found you.
I
I'm like,
know.
yeah, I'm always researching. I'm always doing things. I'm always looking. You
Yeah.
understand? But when I came up here, I met this one person who I am still with, and I was very lucky that he owns his own studio, and this is where I do all of my music. And
Okay.
if my music is not perfected, he's not gonna let it out. You have to make sure that it's perfected and then put it out. So I'm so grateful for him. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that's why they say, I mean, everybody has their own religious beliefs, right?
Yes.
But I always believe people come into your life for a reason, a
Yeah.
season, or a lifetime. Someone gave me that,
Yes.
and I have some lifetimers, I have some seasoners, I have some, reasoners or people who came in for a
Right.
reason. And the same thing, like I had someone, a friend of mine who I went to school with, introduced me to someone, and then so it goes,
Right. Right.
Yeah, yeah. And the
But
same thing,
I am the type of woman who always try to go for lifetime.
yeah,
And I try to make it work no matter what it is.
yeah,
I
yeah,
I suffer with it, I struggle with it, but I just pray to God to just keep me there and let it work. Some of us just like to get in, like the song that they made, Hit and Run.
uh-huh.
Yeah, the hit and run. I'm not the hit and run type. I'm the
Yeah,
hit and stay. I'm sorry, you hit me.
lifetime.
You're gonna have to stay.
Yeah, but do you believe that, you want to keep people in your life, right? You're the type of person that when someone comes in, you want to keep them. But do you ever believe that this not everybody could stay in your life because of their situation? Maybe their goal or their foresight or what they're thinking is not necessarily for you. You might probably have to take what they give you and then let go.
I'm like, why did we even start in the first place for deep down or like in the middle of it, say, well, okay, I can't do it. I mean, you just
Yeah,
have to be so strong. Just have to find ways of making it work. There's so many ways.
true.
Counseling, church, you pray
Yeah.
to God, you change. Sometimes you just have to leave things alone. I leave things alone. Like right now, I'm getting older. I turned 50, like my
What?
children. I
You
would,
don't look it. 50
yes.
where?
50, yes. Sometimes I go and I look at my kids and I'm like, no, I'm not doing it today. I'm not going to run after you guys today. I'm leaving you all alone.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
my thing now is leave things alone. If you cannot really change anything, you
yeah,
just leave it alone. Yes.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. How did your heritage, like born in St. Lucia and so forth, how did it influence you with singing reggae music now?
Ah, reggae music is I won't say it's a hard music because I love reggae. I think
Mhm,
this is the only genre I feel comfortable really doing. But
mhm.
reggae music is hard in my country. I mean, reggae is like they more recognize soca than they would recognize reggae.
Yeah.
But it has been a struggle. It's still a
Hmm.
struggle because you have to always you have to try to push yourself anyways. Nobody's going to do it for you.
Yeah.
So you have to make the calls and you have to convince them that you can do it and you want the support, you know, because I wasn't really getting the support from before. And
Okay.
now I had to really put in the work. Even if I had to beg, call 1,000 times, like,
Yeah.
hey, and when they listen to my music, they start to gravitate to my music and say, hey, this girl is really trying out there, and then, the interview started and, they really gave me that love and stuff like that. So I think reggae is doing much better than what it used to be doing, especially in my country.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Yes.
great. That's great. So you have your fan base and so forth that will give you that
Oh,
encouragement.
I got people that love me. Like you can't find everybody to love you,
Yeah.
but there are people who supports me, who pushes me, who
Mm.
wish me well,
Yeah.
who would maybe give me, maybe tell me who to contact and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yes, so I'm getting some support out there. Yeah. Mhm.
Do you, I know you sing reggae, right? But have you touched at any point in your life, in your career, have you touched on soca in any part of your music or tried? Because why I'm asking this is because, yeah, I'm from the island of Trinidad, but I love hip hop. I love R&B. I even Afro beats right now, reggae, all that stuff. That's me, right? The new wave soca now is like I enjoy that, but to sing it, no.
Yes, I believe I can sing anything.
Anything.
I
Okay.
can sing anything. I
Yeah.
did the extempo one time. There was something going on in St. Lucia where you had to do extempo. I
Okay.
took some part in that. I did that. I think I do very well in extempo. As for the soca, I am very good with the soca, but
Okay.
I don't want to be shaking my butt and all of that no more. I believe when I was younger, I used to be doing that. I do a lot of karaoke, and even when I do go to karaoke, I go to karaoke to train my voice. And
Yeah.
even when I go to karaoke, they always want that one song. Jack don't want me to bathe on my bitch because that's where they see me really putting Esther out and shaking the butt and
Ah,
all of that. And I'm like, no. Sometimes I go like, no, I don't want to do this today. No. Because they like it because it's entertaining. Every
yeah.
time I step my foot in karaoke, everybody is very happy to see me because it's like I'm the life of the party, you
Yeah.
know. Even when I sing reggae music, I do lots of covers, songs and stuff. I
Mm.
put so much into it that crowd is like, because I just like action and facial expression and everything I put into my music.
Yeah.
Even like right now in my writing,
Mm.
I put a lot, especially a lot that has happened to me, and the way God has made me see through a lot of things, I put it into my music. So there are a lot of people who gravitate and feel me because they themselves went through certain things that
Yeah.
I'm trying to say in my music.
Okay. That's what I love when people, when artists, I should say, when they're writers as well. I mean, some people would say, I don't know how to write so good, but I'll write what I can write and then I'll have someone help me and so forth. But I like when you're the writer because what you write is basically what you're going through or what you see people going through. I've had someone who says he doesn't write, everything is up in his head. So he could probably go through the train leaving him and he'll just make up a song on that. But it's not reality. He made up a song about friends, but nothing is written down. But it's
Right,
written up here, you know?
right, right,
But
right.
everybody have their own way of approaching that.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
get into your life and the writing skills that you have with the songs. But could you share a memorable experience from performing in St. Lucia before you came to America?
Um, I didn't do really too much performances in
Okay.
St. I was kind of still young still. I was still just bands, backup in bands at the hotels and stuff. So it wasn't a big thing for me at the time with music. Is when I
Okay.
came up here, I tried to take it, you know, to a higher level. Then I got some performances, I did some performances and stuff, and it was good. And then I feel what I need to do. I'm trying to get more performances out there. I have a couple shows I have to do this year. I'm
Okay.
hoping to be on more,
Okay.
so to let people know who I am and my music.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So any performances at all that you've done that's memorable, whether it be on stage or any performances, any influences that you want to share with us?
Yes, I think they had a what do you call it? I think it was a block party or something like that, and I was invited to perform.
Yeah.
And then I think I did a very, very good job. And I remember that clearly. It was nice. There were a lot of other artists there also. And they did a very good job. So I'm happy that I got the opportunity. And then I also try to put myself out there to even do like some people just do it for the money. A lot
Yeah.
of times I do it for the love also. Because I
Okay.
love people, I love to help, I love to give, and I love to do. So when I'm called to do something like that for the public, I would go out and really do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they do say when you love something and the passion is there, time doesn't exist. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
things go out the window. You just do what you have to do because, and they said
Yeah,
that's what
it's
the
just
song was.
you. Yeah. Some
Mm,
things are just you, it's like, oh, maybe if you will have to charge maybe $1,000, say, okay, let me do it for five, whatever. But I'm
yeah.
just saying it's just you and passion for music, that
Mhm.
money to me should never really be too much of an issue when it comes to like sharing your music out there.
Yeah. Who are your biggest musical influences growing up, or even if you have now, that you looked up to or you admired? You might have probably taken an advice or two from them.
Well, I will start with my father. My father used to be a musician.
Mm-hmm.
I say used to because he's not here with us anymore.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, and he used to sing and play, and he had that powerful voice. And let's say when he started to strum that guitar, and he's in New York, you would hear him all the way. Where are you from again? Philadelphia. You would hear him all the way in Philadelphia because he had that powerful voice, and he would strum that music, and he would just point out there. Everybody knew him. In my country, a lot of people know him as Gregory Smith Siwanis, you
Okay.
know. And then it's kind of sad that I don't have him right now. And I always talk about him. And I'm like, I wish he was there to see me. I wish he was there to sing with me. I wish he was just there. Times I bother my mom and I'm like, Mama, where's my father?
Oh my
I
God.
don't bother me. I'm like, where's my father? And I believe I was my father's favorite child. You
Yeah.
understand? Yes. And it's just like very sad when, you're growing up as a little girl and you don't have your dad around,
Yeah.
and I miss that. I want that, and sometimes I just get down in a way and I'm like, when I see those grown men, I just want to hug them and I'm like, want to be my father?
Oh my God. You're making me like really emotional because like my grandmother was the pillar for me. She would always bring me. I don't know if you have Ribena in your country, but there's Ribena and Lucozade. She'd always bring me those two drinks to
Oh,
make
yes, oh,
sure,
yes, yes, we had those.
yeah, to make sure that I
Yes.
was good. She brought me my first typewriter. So that's why I started like in business. My mom and my grandmother would always, they like music and she would hit the spoon. You know how Caribbean people do those things? So you tend to look at that as you're growing up, listening to music and all that. And that's why, you end up liking the things that you like. So I'm gonna get into your music now since you're speaking about it, and then we'll get back to the questions. Follow Me. Could you just give us a synopsis of Follow Me? Um, what were you thinking of when you penned that, when you put it to paper? And just introduce the song and then we'll play it to the audience.
Okay. Follow You is very dear to me. I believe, there's nothing really, really good out there, like the parties and stuff. And I just believe that I have gone through so much. And I think now is the time for me to do better for myself and my children. And I need to draw myself closer to God. So, Follow You by Esther Sings. Yes.
We will play that now.
Okay.
Dear Lord, I'll follow you, yeah. Take my hands and lead the way. You're my love, I'll praise you forever. Death have lost its grip on me, I'm set free.
I am set free.
I declare the grave have
I
no
just
claim on me.
love your voice. The first
Take
time
my
someone
hand.
sent me your music, like they just put the music in the queue and I played it, I was like, oh my goodness. Like I was like, yes, we're gonna book her. That's it. Like it's so amazing, Esther. Like, I don't know. What are some of the things people say when they hear your voice and your vocals?
Well, they love my music, they love my vocals, they speak about it, and they told me that I hear a lot that they gravitate to my music, is what I say,
Yeah.
is how I put it out. They could
Mm-hmm.
feel my music. And these are the kind of music I want to sing. I don't want to sing boom boom. For some reason, I don't know. Like it feels like there's something happening to me, like a reintervention. I can't really listen to them boom boom music no more, the shake your butt music no more. And it's like I just want to put positive music out there where, our generation, well, the new generation coming up now, they wouldn't like my music. That's not what they want to listen to, you know? But I believe my generation and generations before me, maybe they would enjoy my music, but I am doing it for the love. I'm
Yeah.
doing it for the love of the people. Maybe if 5 people don't like it, they may have one that will like it. You understand? So I'm singing right from here, and I'm putting out everything from here.
Okay. That's really good. Um, I hear what you say when, some young people don't or probably wouldn't like your music. Some people are lost. And I think just putting it out there, because I could relate with the boom boom music and stuff. Sometimes when I get up in the morning, I just want to hear gospel. I just want to hear instrumental. I don't want anything too loud. And then during the day, my moods might change and so forth. And then I'll go to different influences and stuff like that, So
Yeah.
when I heard your music, I'm like, it's not necessarily how people would class it as gospel and things. Would you class yours as strictly gospel, or is it a mixture of different types of
I think it could go on the gospel platform.
okay.
It still go on maybe some other genre, any genre you want to call it, but whatever it does for you,
Yeah.
however you take it, because I believe it has so much into it. It's telling you so much. I will follow you. You want to come out from one point and you want to get to a better point in your life. You understand? Every day I thank God for waking up, because I stop breathing 40 times an hour at nights. I sleep with a machine. You understand? So
Yeah.
every day I wake up, I thank God, because, I wouldn't be here today if, I didn't wake up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I have to be grateful and thankful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love your positivity and your energy and the fire to live because of everything that you've been through. If you want to share with us some of the insights of things that you've been through and say why you have that positive energy today, just to share. Some people, okay, so I'll say this. I have a friend that lost her mom yesterday, right? Someone dear to me. So I'm preparing everything and then I see a text and in my mind I'm like, don't let it be bad news because, but it is what it is because it happened already. So my first instinct is to call her because people want to hear that voice or they want to get that hug or they want to feel that comfort. But we're far away. She's all the way in Trinidad. So my first thing was I can't just say, I have my show, I'll talk to you later. I have to say, I sympathize with you. If you want me to call you now, I'll call you now. If you want me to call you after my show, then, I'll do that. But I know what it feels to lose someone. I know what it feels to be hurt. And I've felt love. So with all that, the way how life is, could you share anything you want to share with us? Maybe what you went through and then how it goes into your music as well.
Right. First, I'll talk about I Want to Live. I Want to Live, I think, was a big song. I got a plaque for this, and my song was #1 on the iTunes reggae charts also.
Yeah.
I Want to Live. I was diagnosed with two brain aneurysms, and I was given the choice whether I want to clip it or I want to wait because it was a little bubble, and then they told me doing the surgery would be life and death. So if I want to do it, but I know what it is to have an aneurysm, and if it pops, you're dead, so I have my children to live for. I'm like, you know what? I have to do it. I have to do it. And I just took it on and I said, okay, I'm going to do the surgery and whatever. And they had the surgery clipped. I had some very, very good doctors in Manhattan. And I am here today. And this is where I had to sing, I Want to Live. And then at the time, there was all that war and stuff happening in Ukraine. And I'm thinking, look at this. All those people out there who lose their homes, the parents who lose their babies, their children. You understand? So I had to put this song, on paper, and I had to write about it, and I had to sing about a song like this. And then before that, I lose a baby, crib death, faulty crib. 5 months, go register my child, came back. I had no baby. You understand? So all those things is just like, right in here, right in here. And every song I sing, for me, I have to put it, like give out a message, like tell people how important it is to be close to God, how important it is to love people, how important it is to give, donate, call somebody, tell them you love them, because you don't know what people are going through. People go through so much. You understand? I am going through a lot, but I try not letting it take me down. I allow it to make me live happier with my children, sing more positive music. You understand? And I'm living, and guess what? I'm ignoring them. I'm having fun. I want to travel. I want to do things. So negative, make it into a positive. Yes, because if I have to dwell on, oh boy, I'm going to sleep with a machine at night and I can't get up and I'm just down all the time, this will take me down. It will get me old. You understand? So I just look at it, and the bright light, the horizon out there is like, I have so much to give, and I am just willing to give, and I know who I am. I know I have a very good heart, and I am just going to be doing. Yes.
I love that. So we'll play I Want to Live for everyone, and we will be back.
I'm on an interview.
All right. Beautiful. So beautiful, Esther. Really,
Thank
really
you.
beautiful. So let me ask you, your production, the label that you signed with, could you give us the history and how is it going with the label?
You sure you really want the history?
Okay, so summarized, not a whole, not the
Okay.
whole.
Yeah, my label. Well, I am under my husband's label,
Oh,
African Voice Production,
very nice.
and I think he set up a good platform for local artists, which is in my area, and
Okay.
from other people, even international artists from Jamaica. They come down and they have their music produced, in that studio. So
Okay.
I think that studio has put out a lot of music, and this is where my music is coming from. That label, African Voice Production. So I think they're doing pretty well, and especially they make sure that your music is well produced. They send it to different places. They listen to it 100 times. Sometimes I get so frustrated. I'm like, it's good already. I mean, what more is it missing? Yeah, they listen to every little intricate
Everything,
thing
yeah.
and make sure it's just done professionally before they put it out there. Yes.
As a female in this industry, right? Has it been difficult for you? I mean, seeing that you do have someone, that's with you and so forth. We have to do the makeup, we have to do the dressing, time management, all these different things. How does that relate in your life, and how do you make it a little easier?
Girl, sometimes you have to learn to do things on your own.
Yeah.
And I used to do the makeup thing before working at a place where they do makeup. I do my own makeup. I do my own thing. But it's still hard in the woman's world because I believe society look at women in reggae not too much as how they would look at men. So it's kind of tough and a struggle for women in reggae than it is for men. The men would like this, but the woman, we're like trying to give out what we feel. We want to, our voice. We want people to hear us. But
Yeah.
then, it's like it's just so easier for the men. I don't know why, but I believe we're getting there. We're getting there a lot, and then with all the type of music they have now, it's hard to look at my kind of reggae because we have the women who sing the what you call it, the what kind of reggae you call it, the ones where you shake your butt and you sing all of those songs, and so there are the women who sing those kind of music, and you have people
Yeah.
like me who sing positive reggae.
So like dance
And this is
hall and
where, right, dance hall reggae,
yeah,
yeah. And
yeah,
this is where I want to stay, and this is where I want to be. I want to be in the genre of that kind of reggae that I'm singing.
yeah. Very nice. So I think in all genres of music where women are concerned, it's sexualized, where we have to, as you say, the shaking of the butt, the shaking of the this, the way, how you have to dress and so forth. But I believe everybody has their genre of music that they like and they gravitate to you. Just like how Bob Marley had his, everyone was into it. And I believe the way you look, I'm talking about the way you look, the way you
Thank you.
sound, it's like, I think everybody would gravitate it because of the message that you have. And it sound worldly, you know? Yes, you can put it on under a genre of reggae, but it sound worldly where you send in a message. Everybody basically has gone through certain things, heartache, no matter what the heartache may be, but still everyone's gone through heartache and loss and all these things,
Yes.
I had a question about Afrobeats, soca, and reggae. I kind of asked it before, but what do you think soca needs to do on the topic of, sexualization and all that type of stuff? What do you think soca needs to do in order to reach a certain plateau from where it is? Because Afrobeats just went up, reggae maintains itself, even though they say it's coming up and so forth. But they say that we need to stream, we need to do all these things. But what do you think soca is missing that they need to do in order to elevate?
I don't know. I don't know if they maybe need to do maybe collab, maybe collab with other artists and stuff like that, because it's like the same thing all the time, the same type of soca all the time is boom, boom, boom. So I believe maybe they need to do collaborations, and because I'm not too much into the soca, I wouldn't know too much about it, but I just think that maybe they need to do more collabs with different countries.
Where everyone could relate to the music.
Because even in my country, it's a big thing too. We do the soca, and then times I send my music, go like, okay, this week we only doing soca. We can't play the reggae this week. So soca has taken over, and reggae is still there, but soca is like the number one thing that because people love it. They I mean, after a hard day's work, you want to shake yourself, but me, after a hard day's work, I want to nod my head. I want to listen to something relaxing. And that kind of thing. I guess we all have our preferences,
True. And with age brings wisdom as well.
Oh, yes, sister. 50 years old. I've learned so much. I couldn't care a lot right now. I go out there and not even out. I want to go no more. I've really gotten old.
I don't think I wouldn't like to tell you my age. I would not. Some people say, oh, you look 30 in your 40s, this and that and the other and stuff. But I think, as you say, it's like been there, done that. You've seen things. You have your family to take care of.
Yes.
You have your life. You have your health. You have so much to take care of. So there's always a time. I always say time and place, but there's always a time for everything.
Yes.
Some people do it faster than others. Some people learn later in life. I shouldn't say a late bloomer, but I was kind of late because of the restrictions that I had growing up. And even though I wanted to be out there and party and do certain things, my dad was like, no, books. You study your books. And that's how it went. But as I'm older now and I'm going out and experiencing things, there's probably some mistakes that he saved me from,
Right.
And
But do you know that when you go out, it's like, I know when I go out, I spend.
Yeah.
You know how much money I could have saved? When I spend for me and maybe free for people. And I spend more than $100 when I go out. For some people, it's not a lot. For me, it's a lot. I have a family. Why go out every night and spend $100 when I can save my money? Like now I'm really learning those things. Even when I have to go support certain artists because they support me, I have to go support them. And especially in New York, party don't start until like it's 2:00 in the morning. And I'm like leaving my home at 1:00. I'm on a cab, all mad, cussing myself. I'm like, where am I going? I have my man in his bed and I'm actually leaving, going somewhere. And I am so mad at myself.
I've been through that.
When I go, I spend money. I'm like, no. Now, when they call me, oh, we didn't see you in karaoke. I was like, I fell asleep.
Yeah, because you have so much as an artist. You see artists going. You have so many different places to go. You have venues. Sometimes they might probably go just to see the atmosphere, meet people, so forth. Meet and greet.
You have to support, because if they support you, you have to go support them. And that's the life of an artist. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how long I'll be able to do this again because I need to sleep. Look, they tell me I stop breathing 40 times in an hour. That means I'm not sleeping. So what am I doing outside? Like just to hold a cup and drink? No, I'm not doing it. Like I lesson on it. If I have to support, I will support, but it's not something that I will take on all the time like that again. You're too old for that.
But I see artists more as going out there for bookings. That's the main concern. It's either bookings or if you have a meeting,
Mhm.
it's more structured rather than just going out just to party.
I don't think it's that way a lot in New
Yeah,
York. I think a lot of people go out for going out. Yeah,
yeah,
they
yeah,
go out as an artist have an event. They
yeah,
would go just for
yeah.
going out to support also, but they
Support,
is
yeah,
going to have the fun and
yeah,
stuff like that. I mean,
yeah,
I have a family. I really can't do it all the time.
exactly.
Yeah,
And
but
things
you
are
do
more,
have to support because if you want support, you have to support. You
yeah.
know.
Has
Mhm.
ever anyone ever told you you kind of, I wouldn't say look like her or resemble, but
I
some
wonder what you're saying. I wonder who you're talking about. Who? Because I've gotten that
Rita
a lot.
Rita Marley is who I'm
Oh
thinking of.
my God. They said Rita Mali. What's the other one? The other one of the I3s. The what? Moet? What's the name again?
Oh,
Judy Moet. Judy Moet.
oh,
Yes, they tell me I
yeah,
look like her. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I get
that,
that a lot.
yeah. After
And
watching the,
they say I sound like Judy Moet. There's another one
oh,
too. There was yeah, Judy Moet. Yeah, Judy
some
Moet
more
and
like,
Rita
yeah.
Marley.
It's just your mannerism for me, not so the look, but the mannerism, the way you speak after seeing the movie and how she is and she's poised and even when she spoke to Bob Marley, I think when he was about to make some decision and she didn't shout or anything, she's like just very stern, you know?
Okay.
In what she says and meant what she says, but she had the heart there
Mm-hmm.
for him.
Oh
And yeah.
yeah.
So let me
Mm-hmm.
jump into a game because I don't want to miss this game that I usually play. So the game that I have, you answer a question. It's a one word, and just say what comes to mind. And if I feel like asking you to explain why, then I'll like ask you. All right.
Okay.
So confidence.
One word?
Mhm.
Oh my
You can
God.
explain it if you want, but if you believe what confidence is and you want to explain that, then cool. But if you want to give us one word that comes to mind when I say confidence, you could say that one word.
You're happy?
Okay. Power,
Strength,
prayer,
Christ,
Esther.
Sings,
What is that? What was Esther? I didn't quite hear that.
Sings.
Sings. Oh, sings. Okay.
Yeah.
That's her last name. And music.
Love, love, love music. Love. Yes.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
Beautiful. Okay. So this
Yes.
one is a question and you answer it. You could explain it if you like. If heaven had a door, what would you want God to tell you? You're not dead or anything like that. Everybody always say, am I going to heaven? I'm like, no, there's a door. Like if you're visiting a friend and
Right.
you're able to go to that door and ask him any question you want, what would you like him to tell you?
I would like him to tell me that everything is going to be okay. Um, he'll take care of me. I will go to bed and wake up every day, and I will see my children grow and live and have kids and grandkids. Yes.
All right. So you want reassurance
Yes.
to
Oh,
reassure you
yeah.
that
You know
everything
what?
is,
Something about me too. I like reassurance. I like
yeah,
reassurance.
yeah,
hmm
yeah. What is your inspiration each day when you wake up?
My inspiration is I have to move. I have to God allow me to wake up, and he gave me the strength to deal with everything that I dealt with before. So I have to live. I have to live for me, and I have to live for my children.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
If you had one wish, what would that wish be?
One wish, to live long to see my children grow.
That's exactly what was in my head when before you even said it. I said
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
My younger self, advice? Well, Esther, you lived it, you did it, and you're doing well. So Yeah, you enjoyed yourself when you was younger. So now, yeah, just do you and be your younger self again.
I don't think that ever leaves. It never leaves you, your younger side, you know? Like the
Oh,
happiness, the joy, I don't know,
right.
for
And I'm
me,
a
it
happy
stays.
person.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You are. Um, for this, the last one for my game. Um, where would you like to travel to perform, like as a goal? Where would you like to be?
Europe.
Europe.
Yeah, and also Africa.
Oh, very nice.
I got so many people in Africa. Right now, my music is being promoted real strong in Africa. And they're asking me to come here, there. So,
Very
yeah,
nice.
I would love to be in Africa and also Europe.
Okay, what part of Africa would you like to be?
Um,
Is there a distinctive
so many
place?
places I want to be: Ghana, Nigeria, because I've been promoted a lot over there. Yeah, so I think Ghana is one of the places probably I would like to go also. Yeah, and visit.
Beautiful. Okay,
Mhm.
so I'm going to set up your song, Give Thanks and Praise. Could you take us out
Yes.
with that? Well, would you mind singing a cappella for us?
No.
Wait. That's a no, you don't want to sing, or yes, you want to sing.
No, I don't want to.
Okay, no problem. So, give thanks and praise. Let us know what was your thought process in writing this song, and then just we'll play the song after.
Giving thanks and praise speaks for itself. I had to give God thanks for everything that He did for me, how I survived so much. And yeah, giving thanks and praise, written by Esther Sings.
Lovely.
Yes.
Oh, nice. It's on. But we still kind of live in the bottom of the thing.
Giving thanks and praise to you, Jaja.
When we come back, you'll sing that because they can't hear you. So when we come
Okay. All right. Good.
I love the song and the video. Yeah. He's showing the video. That's what it is right now. Oh, not yet. He's playing the video still.
I'm on my bending knees, asking God for me to live. For the devil around my throat, oh Lord, I need to breathe. I'm a woman in need of survival. Dear Lord, I pray to you for your constant revival. I want to live, oh Lord, I want to live. I want to live, dear Lord, I want to live. I want to live, oh Lord, I want to live. I want to live, dear Lord, I want to live. I know I am trying, and yet still I'm drowning. The devil got a lock on my soul, dear Lord, I'm still surviving. I find me a rhythm that break down my gaze. Sometimes it's so hard, but I'm making up my case. Oh, I want to live, dear Lord, I want to live. I want to live, oh Lord, I have to live. I want to live, oh Lord, I want to live.
Okay, welcome back to Table Talk Show with Nikki the Voice. I'm here with Esther Sings. If you didn't see from the beginning, after the show, you could go back and you could take a look and, hear all the discussions and so forth. So Esther was singing to us a while
I
ago.
was. You know what happened?
You were singing along to the song?
I have to confess.
Yeah.
Because of the aneurysm, one of the side effects is memory.
Okay.
So sometimes when I'm put on the spot, boom, like this, to catch it right there, you
Okay.
understand?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
this is one of the things with the surgery, what it did to me.
yeah.
So yeah, sometimes I choose not doing it like right away. Sometimes I have to think about it first. It's crazy. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. All right. I mean, I totally get it. I have my moments when I was younger, and I would tell my friends, I would be skipping to the store, singing my grocery list that my mom sent me. It could be two or three things, but I was skipping to the store. And it's something about some people would say like some people would say when they after pregnancy they would lose things, they'll forget things. And one of my friends was keys. For me, it's names. I used to remember numbers off the top of my head as a youth.
Mhm.
And now it's like I have to memorize it and sing it like words is like a song, right?
Mhm.
So when I say it like a song and I remember it because of the rhythm. It's kind of weird, but
Mhm.
that's my
Right.
thing of remembering certain things. And names, I would do the letter and I would revise the letter in my head. And if it comes up, then I would remember it. So, they say you have different ways of remembering things. Even when you look at the code of numbers, it's all
Right.
code, you know?
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes I get blank. When I tell you
Yeah,
blank,
totally get it. I
blank,
totally get it.
totally
Yeah.
blank.
Mm.
Sis, I had a very, very major surgery in my brain,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
had two. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So sometimes my kids will go like, "Mommy, it's right there."
That's what they would do.
No, but you know what they do me? What they do me is like they would tell me something, or maybe
Uh-huh.
if I sometimes I would remember, but because they know sometimes I forget, they take that as an advantage and they make me believe like I'm going cuckoo.
Ah,
So they try to play me.
kids would do
Let
that.
me
Oh
see if
my.
I remember this. Giving thanks and praise to you, Jaja, for everything that you've done for me. Giving thanks and praise to you, Jaja, for making me your first priority. So I just made that on my own.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. 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 I
And
just
God
want,
has always put me first. You understand?
yeah.
And hence the reason why I just feel like I am here for a reason. And I just want to help others. I want to do for others. Even if I don't have it, but guess what? I always want to do. I always want to help. Um, there's something I'm planning to do, like have a foundation in my country where once a month I could provide the less fortunate with food. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take it upon myself to do that. And I feel good. I want to do it, because I just feel within my soul, I am here for a reason.
Reason.
And I
Yeah.
just have to fulfill that.
All right. Yeah. That's beautiful. We're here for you. And this is the reason why I do what I do, to connect people together, to make things happen. My first name that I had when I came into the entertainment industry was The Connections, because we connected with a radio station and we said what we said and we had fun and we talked to other people and so and so I would like to before I cut my sentence. So, so the radio station is here whenever you have an event or anything that you're doing. I don't want this to be the last time we converse. I'm here for you if you need an ad, if you need to put your ad, if you have a flyer, you have new music, you keep on sending me your music. We're gonna send it to the DJs, yeah. then I have, I have different connections. So I make sure and send it to these people, and then they could connect with you and so forth. All right.
I understand you guys had a solution, DJ, solution DJs working with you guys.
We should.
Some brothers, I think you'll had from Philadelphia.
Yeah, we do.
I just forget the names. Can you imagine? I forget the names too.
I will find out. I will find out what the person's name is. Ian might probably enlighten me via WhatsApp what that person's name is. But Esther, I would like you to give us your handles, where everyone can find you, where to find you on iTunes and so forth.
Yeah, you could first of all, you can Google me if you want. You'll find everything. But you can also find me on YouTube. You could find me on iTunes. You can find me on Spotify. Pull me up on your phone, like, subscribe, share my music, leave a beautiful comment, say how you love me, give me that encouragement, and thank you guys for being a great support. You guys supported me very well with my music. I mean, thank you, Nikki.
You're welcome.
I just love the love that I'm getting. Thank you.
You're welcome. You have something here that I was going to read. It says, life is reciprocal. People attract the energy that they give. Spread good vibes. Think positively. Enjoy life like I enjoy making music. Esther. I love that. Right? I want to thank you for joining us. We're going to play, I think there's one more song. We'll play that later on in the show, but I want to thank you. We have another guest that's coming in. And as I said, just keep on spreading the love, keep on spreading your joy and everything, And I wish you all the best. I know that you'll go to Africa. I know you'll go to the places that you say you want to go, because they said put it out there.
Yes, in the universe.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, and we'll speak again.
We will. Everyone, we'll take a break from here, and we'll be back in a short.
Okay, thank you.
Boss, I'm not coming to work today or any other day between June 2nd and June 9th because I'll be on board the Fatopia cruise performing live. That's right, June 2nd to June 9th, 2024. The Fatopia cruise. Get your cabins now. Problem Child Live. It's going to be insane. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Get your cabins now. It's going to be crazy. And it's going to be a holiday.
Fatopia.
Broadcasting live from Philadelphia, Island Vibe, Philly's newest and hottest station.
You're listening to islandvibes.net. All your hits banging right here. Philly #1 Caribbean station. Best in dancehall.
Undisputed champion, heavyweight, world great. At the Met Gaza celebrate.
Soca.
Call the Uber. Call the Uber now. I am coming to ya.
Reggaeton.
Algunos parecen todavía viven en el siglo de la hombría, que te arreglas solo para ellos y que para tu hombre te maquilla.
Soca.
Love in my heart, rum in the veins. I so love my rum. Bring an next bottle again. I so love my rum. Bring an next bottle again.
And more. Islandvibes.net.
Are you coming? Are you coming? This is Mandela Link, all the way from Post and Chipinade, the job celebrity. Are you coming? Are you coming? This is Mandela Link, all the way from Post and Chipinade, the job celebrity. And I'm here to tell you about Fatopia. From June 2nd to June 9th, the ultimate carnival and the sea here, we playing a mass together. We're leaving from New York City, then we're heading down to Miami, then we're going straight to the Bahamas and we're playing a match together. I will be there performing live and living color alongside many other big artists like Problem Child, and the list goes on and on and on. So here now, book your cabins now. Come on, let's play a match together. Fetopia.
What's this?
Welcome to Table Talk with Nikki G the Voice, where we bring to you highlights of entrepreneurs, leaders, organizers, and much more. A broad spectrum of professionals, including chefs, artists, designers, musicians, and much, much more. Our show is a new brand of talk shows where we educate, bring transparency, and last but not least, fun. Table Talk. Get ready for our seasons, a roller coaster of emotions, all wrapped into one. Caribbean style. We'll cover our Caribbean roots as well, so keep it locked. Welcome to Table Talk. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and iTunes.
Own it, girl, you just own it. 'Cause your body's on fire. Show me how to control it.
Table Talk Show is now on Island Vibes Radio. You can catch us every Saturday from 10 to 12 p.m. Log on to Island Vibes Philly or islandvibe.net.
Dionne.
Good morning. Well, is it still morning? Yes.
Yes.
So it's 11:10 here in New York, wherever you locked on and listen. I think in Trinidad and the Caribbean islands, we all have the same time, besides England, which is a few hours ahead of us. Ahead of us? Yeah, ahead of us, and so forth. So I want to welcome everyone to Table Talk Show with Nikki G the Voice. We're logged on to islandvibe.net. If you want to hear us, if you want to see us, you could go on Facebook, type in Island Vibe, VYBE, or you could do the same thing on YouTube. Type in Table Talk Show with Nikki G or Island Vibe. Okay, and you could see us live. I want to welcome my guest, which is Dionne Davis. How was your week? How is everything going?
My week, it was good, interesting and good. You know, a lot of different things going on, but they're good things, you know?
Nice.
Like, I know there's times where things are happening and it's like, that interesting could be bad, but I'll say my interesting is good.
It's good. Very good.
Mhm.
Very good.
Thank God.
Yeah, exactly. I was looking at your videos and, you know, with you putting on the lipstick and the, you know, the different shades that you do and then the skincare and stuff like that. I'm into that. I don't wear a lot of makeup and so forth, but I like natural products and you know, of the sort. So give us a brief synopsis of your company and then we'll get into it.
Okay, so Darker Shade of Ebony was founded on the premise of natural can be fashionable. So a lot of people are very, very present to what they're putting in and on their skin, because what you put on inadvertently goes in, right? And a lot of people care about what they're putting on and into their bodies these days because it's really important. But I believe that being natural doesn't mean it has to be boring. Because I like pizzazz. I like, you can't see my shirt, but you see the bling. I like bling. I like colors. I like all of those things.
You should have gone back a little bit so we can see the bling.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
But as long as we can see your face too, so you don't get cut off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I believe natural, right, can be fashionable. So I took that switch on makeup and skincare because oddly enough, a lot of the things that they put out there and say it's care, you know, skincare, right, has a lot of toxins in it, has a lot of things that are not really good for us. So I was like, okay, I want to look good. I want to take care of myself, but I don't want to have any risks. Like, you know, they would say beauty is pain. I don't subscribe to that. I don't subscribe to that. So that's how Darker Shade of Ebony came about. I started to make natural beauty and skincare products, as you see my lips.
Yeah, I looked at it. I was like, oh, that's a nice shade. I have a little shade, but I don't. The thing about me is when I put on my lipstick, I'm forever licking my lips and I get used to that. So
see what you said right there? Mm-hmm.
I keep on doing that. It's not like it's not moist. Even if it's moist, I keep doing this. So now what I need is I need a lipstick that stays on my lips and it doesn't, I don't eat it out or whatever. Is your products like that, or would I always have to reapply?
Reapply. So I'm going to address two things. The first thing you said about always licking your lips, see why it's important to be careful what you're putting on your lips, because anything that has a lot of toxins and you're constantly licking your lips, you're ingesting that. You're taking it in, even if it's a little. If water drips, a drip of water hits a spot continuously, over time, it's going to wear it away, right? So it's the same thing, ingesting a little bit of toxins all the time, it's going to have an effect on your body. So with that said, I've had people ask me before about the long lasting, those lipsticks that kind of like never leave you. It's like a bad relationship. It does not come off, but it just doesn't want to go. But that has a lot of lead in it. So I tell people, sometimes we don't, it's not that we want to be lazy. We want that convenience, but it comes with a cost. It comes with a cost. So my lipstick, it's long lasting, but it's not like that where you can't get it off, because I've used, I've tried out other things and I've had lipsticks where it's like I almost had to scrub my lips off. It was just like ridiculous. I was like, yeah, it serves a purpose. You don't have to reapply, but then when you're done, it's like, why is it so hard to get it off? So we have to always think about those things too.
That, yeah. All right. So I know you gave us a brief synopsis earlier, but bring me back to a time where, let's say, as a child, because I like starting from there, right? And maybe you need to go back a little bit or push your camera a little bit, because now your head is cut off and I don't.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you
perfect.
see a little bit of the shirt?
Yeah, yeah. That's great.
Okay.
So give me a time
And
when
I'm short too, so
I know. And you don't look short from like your videos and all that, One person I was speaking to, she told me she was 5'4", and I'm like, you sound taller. Yeah.
I'm 5'4" too.
Yeah, same. So back as a let's say a teenager, or when you started this, I don't know if you started it at a younger age or at the age you're at now. How did you get into this cosmetics and your own company and so forth?
So the backstory behind that, I started this company 2016, but before that, I went through I would say a tumultuous marriage, and getting out of that, there were a lot of factors that caused me to stay, right? And eventually I said, no more. And I got out of that relationship. But when I got out of that relationship, even though I was free physically, I still felt bound. Like I still didn't feel like I had a voice. I still felt trapped, so to speak. And I realized, like, sometimes when I would, get ready and, you put on your little lipstick and you go out, it lifts and it boosts your self-esteem. So Darker Shade of Ebony came about from a what next moment for me. What next? How do I move past this? Because even though I'm not in this relationship anymore, I'm not in this tumultuous marriage anymore, how do I move past it, emotionally? How do I move past it spiritually? So that's how Darker Shade of Ebony came about, because I know when we look good, we feel good, and it was about empowerment for me. And I said, I know if I need to feel empowered, other women need to feel empowered too.
Yeah.
That's really how Darker Shade of Ebony came about. I love colors.
I love colors too. I think coming from the Caribbean, well, for me, it's like I just love beauty, colors, smiles, everything that's just good. The beach, everything, I just love it. So I'm attracted to colors and stuff like that. Your support system, right? Being after you got out of the relationship and so forth. How is your support system then and now with the company, or is it just a one-man team, or you have different people that support you?
So it's mostly one man, but I do have, when I say one man, like I am the brains, well, God is the brains. he gives me the ideas. But I do have support like teams when I have large orders to fill that I can bring on board. But for the most part, it's it's me, and I have to learn how to let go and delegate better. How, because that's something sometimes we want to, we say we want help, but we tend to do everything ourselves. It's like, I can do it. Nobody knows what I really want. Nobody can take care of my baby better than I can take care of my baby. So I'm learning how to delegate and how to get to the point where I can take hands off of some things. But the support system is there. My family definitely supports me. I'll say my kids, my children, they don't play. They very straightforward. If they don't like it, they don't like it. But they like, like your stuff. I love your stuff. They'll tell me like that ain't it. Like they say that ain't it. But they definitely support me, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, it makes it better when you have someone or people that could tell you, okay, you're not doing this well, or maybe this will work, or yeah, you're doing a great job. And it gives you that moral support,
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it does. I see that the product caters for men and women. So give us some ideas as far as with the men. So
Mm-hmm.
the men could know where to go and what type of products that you have and so forth.
So what I have that caters towards the men are the lip products, as far as the lip butters, right? That's like a moisturizer.
Yeah.
I used to buy all of the other products out there. I won't call anybody's name. And I had them in every bag, in every pocket, every purse. And as soon as it wore off, my lips would just automatically get dry. Like it was just like all the moisture sucked out, right? And I realized, I was like, there could be a better way than this, right? So the lip butter came about because I needed something to provide moisture, plus licking my lips all the time. Again, I'm ingesting. So the men can use the lip butter. I also have what's called a lip polish, which is a scrub. I tell men all the time, listen, ashy lips is not it. Like, don't think, I'm fly, I wear all, but your lips ashy. It's just not cutting it. Your woman will appreciate your soft, moist lips. I'm telling you. I've had men that they bought it just off the premise of what I said, and they came back and was like, yo, I need some more of that lip stuff, son. My girl, would you? I kid you not. Oh, I need some more of that lip stuff. I said, oh, you know what I'm telling you now, right? So that's the lip products for men. I also have from a lot of requests, I have a line now for men that is hair and beard butter. They can use it in their hair, they can use it on their beard, right? And the same, the oil, the hair and the beard oil that's geared towards men. A lot of the facial products, the scrubs and stuff, I say anybody can use it because skincare is universal, right? If you have dark spots, blemishes, hyperpigmentation, whatever it may be, it's geared towards the men and the women. So the skincare is unisex. The lip butters are unisex, right? And then the men have their own line of the hair butter and the beard oil and the hair and beard oil.
Okay. So I want to take a short, quick break because we have someone who's supposed to come in from the other company that you are treasurer. So we'll just take a quick, short break. I want you to give everyone your handles of where they can find your products and what website that you have.
Okay. My website is www.darkershadeofebony.com. My Instagram handle is Darker Shade of Ebony. My Facebook is Darker Shade of Ebony. I keep it simple. I don't I don't veer too much, so it's not hard to find me. I always tell people on my Instagram, Facebook, they're always welcome to DM me if they have any questions, or they can email me, darkershadeofebony@gmail.com. I do consultations as well, help people to figure out what they need. I also do custom orders. So, they want to have a conversation on what they're looking to get customized. So I do offer that as well. So they have a way of getting onto me. Well, many ways.
Perfect. So we'll come back. I have some more questions for you. I usually play a little game and so forth. And we have another guest coming in. So keep it locked to Table Talk Show with Nikki G, the voice on islandvibe.net. Make sure you go on Facebook. Make sure you go on YouTube if you want to see us. Everyone is looking lovely today, I must say. And keep it locked.
Yeah,
We'll be back in a minute.
Okay. It's the
Welcome to
sweet
Table
time.
Talk with
Big
Nikki G the
mood,
Voice,
it's a big
where we
mood.
bring to you
Yeah,
highlights
big
of
mood.
entrepreneurs,
I am a brand
leaders,
ambassador
organizers,
and
and
artist
much
of Festival
more.
Cruise going on June 2nd to June 9th, sailing to the Bahamas. But I ain't even tell her the best part yet. We sailing right out of Brooklyn, New York. So I don't have no excuse. I want to let you go and run and secure them packages and enter the code. It's Ray, because you don't know we fetting all day. We walking up all day. And it have tons of events and tons of artists like myself to keep all you entertained. Because you don't know Fetopia come to bring the thing. Wait. All is still here? What are you waiting for? Run and secure them packages. Enter It's Ray and come on. Give me the thing where you say you have for me. The thing you say you have for me.
I come on to party, drink some rum and break. So come and let me take a little drink now. Party! You guys, it's your girl Anika Berry, and guess what? I am officially a brand ambassador and artist of the Fetopia Carnival Cruise, and we are going to the Bahamas June 2nd through June 9th. And guess what the best part is? We are leaving out of Brooklyn. We don't have to buy no flights, no hotels. It's just straight from Brooklyn to the Bahamas for a 7-day ultra premium experience, all inclusive. I'm so excited. We're gonna have 14 events on the cruise, on the land in the Bahamas. We're just gonna drink. We're gonna get lashed up. You're gonna see your favorite artists perform. We're getting everything on this boat. So make sure to reserve your spot now and come and chat with me, because we will have a time with Fetopia.
Something good gonna happen in this year, and I am grateful that I made it here. Yesterday's gone and a new day has appeared, and I am grateful that I made it here. Blessings gonna find me here, oh yeah. Favor gonna find me here, oh yeah. I miss say money gonna find me, blessings gonna find me, oh yeah. Round and round, these seasons I've been facing, but this year, your blessings I'm embracing. Hey, healing have to come my way, blessings have to come my way. Winning, we winning, and we here to stay. Is the blessings me say will find me here? Oh yeah. I miss if ever gonna find me here. Oh yeah.
If you're now joining us, you're on Table Talk Show with Nikki G the Voice. I'm here with Dionne Davis, and I also have Nicole. Would Nicole like to give us the last name, or?
Sharp.
Oh, Sharp?
Yes.
Okay. So it's Nicole Sharp, and she's the founder and CEO of the Heather Hurley Foundation.
Yes.
Heather is on for a brief minute, so she'd like to share with us the history of the foundation that Dionne is treasurer. Nicole, take it away.
Yes. So the Heather Hurley Foundation is named after my mom, who died as a result of domestic violence. So what we do is we try to raise awareness about domestic violence in our communities and abroad. Our mission is to educate the community on DV, install a preventive educational program called Bloom 365 into New York City schools and beyond, to provide advocacy to high-risk youths and provide support groups for women who are survivors or victims of domestic violence. We will also advocate for them when they have to go through the system. And we ultimately want to provide a temporary shelter for them, especially for victims who are female with children, because it's always harder for them. We have been able to accomplish the teen dating prevention program in Uganda. We also have an office besides in New York City in Uganda. And we also have a group of women that we've helped to get them out of violent situations into more safer environments, and also helping them to be able to be self-sufficient, teaching them skills such as sewing so that they can make money on their own and don't feel the need to go back to the abuser for financial support.
Okay, that's beautiful. I know you said locations you have is in Uganda, and are you able to share with us if anyone needs to contact you, what number should they call, or do you have a website that they can go on?
Yes, our website is heatherhurleyfoundation.org. So that's Heather, Heather, and Hurley is spelled Hurley, foundation.org. And our number is 732-934-6587. And you can also find us on Facebook and on Instagram, Heather Hurley Foundation.
Okay, all right, that's beautiful.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, do you have a lot of time, or this is the amount of time that you have? Because I know she said
Oh,
you.
I have a couple more minutes.
Okay, all right. All right, so walk us through, let's say if someone calls you and they said that they need your assistance, what are some of the questions that you may ask them? And do you have steps?
So we may ask them the type of assistance that they need. If
Yes.
we're not able to provide that, then we definitely give them resources so that they can be able to get that assistance that they need. And what we've noticed is that, of course, people who are coming for help, genuine help, they need someone to hold their hand. And so we do provide advocacy where we would actually make those calls for them, speak on their behalf while they're on the line, and just make it clear to the institution, um, uh, the resource that exactly what they need.
Okay. And what advice would you give to a woman out there who's looking right now in reference to being in an abusive relationship?
First is you have to identify that it is abuse. A lot of people in abusive relationships don't believe that it could happen to them and that they're actually in it, because you don't really see yourself getting into it until you're actually there and it becomes full-fledged abuse, physical and such. So you have to be able to um, admit that this is abuse. And then you can get help anywhere in the United States. Our National Domestic Violence Hotline is 1-800-799-7233. I mentioned that because they're open 24/7, and they have people who are trained who would help them even in the most dire emergency situations, who can
Yeah.
be able to get them shelter if it's needed at the time, and also help them with their next steps.
All right, perfect. All right, Nicole. So I know you're doing something right now at the moment. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for sharing your information with us. I'll ask Dionne the rest of the information so she can enlighten us on the daily
Great.
activities and so forth. All right. Have a beautiful day, and we will put
Thank
all
you.
this information on the site so anyone that comes to us or anyone will be able to see this, and they could also look back at the video and hear the information that you gave us as well.
That'll be wonderful. Thank you for having me on.
All right, you're welcome.
Take care, Nicole.
Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, take care. Perfect. All right, Dionne. So just to continue with what Nicole was saying, your role at the company, how did you come across the organization?
So, nothing happens by chance, you know.
Yeah.
I met Nicole under the premise of like personal. We met because we were both pregnant around the same time, and you know, we started to have conversation because we worked in the same place. And then I learned about her advocacy work, and she had an event and she asked me to do poetry because at the time I was in that situation and my only outlet was I used to write poetry, right?
Okay.
I used to put things out on paper, but nobody knew it was really about my life.
Yeah.
And one day I performed at an event she was having, and I just couldn't hold it in anymore, right? And that's when she learned that, you know, I was living what I was speaking. And from there, we just kind of came together, and she's been like a support system for me. And doing that work helped me to understand my value and that I didn't need to remain in that situation anymore. And that's kind of how I partnered with the foundation, and me and her have been doing this work. We've been doing it just her and I for many years, and it's a lot for just two young ladies to do. But I have to say, recently there have been some men that have stood up and took the charge and said they want to help support this cause because they've either experienced it in their homes growing up or they've seen it in their circles. So now it's no longer just her and I doing this advocacy work. We have some men that are actually backing us and supporting us in the work that we do. But that's how I started with the Heather Hurley Foundation.
All right. And I have to say, you know, it's not only women going through abuse, you find men going through abuse as well. And I used to wonder, how does it happen? Like, because I mean, I've seen it before. I've had some experiences before. And then when I saw a man literally going through an abuse, the reason he said that he allowed it is because he didn't want to put his hand on her. He's trying to respect her. And at the same time is how you feel about yourself as well, you know? But what I want to ask you, how do you prevent, if it's preventable, how do you know that someone is abusive before you even like during the dating phase or so forth? How could you recognize something like that, if possible?
Excuse me. Come to realize that when people show you, I mean, it's a cliche, we hear it all the time, when people show you who they are, believe them. If they do something once, 9 times out of 10, they will do it again. Don't brush it off. Don't take it lightly. What I learned was in the beginning of dating, right? There's two things that could either happen. They will show themselves in the beginning. And sometimes people, you know, brush it off, you know, but the beginning stage is where they usually, you know, want to woo you. So if in the beginning it's tumultuous, what do you think is going to happen later on? Right?
Yeah.
Then you have the ones that to mask what they're doing, they what's called love bombing. They put so much on that it's just like it doesn't feel right, you know, the amount of love and attention.
Excessive and controlling.
Right, because they're trying to kind of mask what is behind, you know. So you pay attention, you know, you pay attention, you use discernment. And if you're your gut is never going to lead you astray, you know, that's your discernment. If you're not feeling right, something's not right. Take a step back, you know, take a step back and assess.
Yeah. Yeah, no one is supposed to force you into love or you thinking that I owe this person something. I'll tell you something that happened to me a while back, right? And it scared me into staying with that person because I was afraid from the beginning. I mean, I was young and dumb, but I was like, something they said,
you weren't dumb.
If someone leaves me, yeah, not dumb, but inexperienced, immature, you know?
Yeah.
And they said something, I like the person anyway, but the person said, anybody that leaves me, what? Something about the type of person I am, they can't leave me. And I will find them. But you're thinking that it's love, right? You're thinking that this person doesn't want to let you go. That, you know, so the fear and the things that you hear out there, you tend to think, I don't want to leave them because I can't live without them. I probably can't survive. I wouldn't have the money, this and that. But they have this saying, you could do bad all by yourself. And that in itself made me do what I had to do when I was in something like that. You know, if I'm the only one making the money, if I'm the only one taking care of everything, the bills and all that stuff, then why are you there? You know, what are you there to do?
Especially because there could be situations, right, where the man is down at the moment and the woman is up. But if there is support, you know, genuine love, communication, you guys work together. But then you have the ones that are just there acting like you owe them something. They're, you know, like you have to cater to them 24/7. That's another red flag. any man that makes you feel that you got to cater to their needs and their wants 24/7, and as soon as you think about yourself, you're a bad person, you're messed up, that's a definite red flag. Definite red flag. Do not ignore that, because that's definitely control and manipulation.
Okay. You mentioned poetry, and that's one thing I didn't know. So at some point, I don't know if you'd like to share one of your poetry with us. If you'd like, I know sometimes I put you on the spot, but because of what you're saying, I would pick out some of my questions from there. So if you would like to get the opportunity to share it, you can. Um, so Nicole was telling us about daily activities in the workplace. Could you just elaborate a little more on that? When someone comes in there, just pick out one day of what they might do.
So it would more so be a phone call.
Okay.
And 9 times out of 10, it would be somebody else calling saying, listen, I have a friend that's in a situation. And they would be the ones to make the initial phone call. And then we would assess, is this person able to talk? Is their phone being monitored? Is there a particular time that would be better? And then the initial conversation would happen with that person. And as Nicole said, we kind of let them talk, let them be the one to take the lead, because you don't want to force anybody. You want them to feel like they're the one making the decision. You listen to them. What is it they want, to do? Are they ready to leave? Because you can't force somebody to be ready to leave. You have to let them come to that decision. You support them, right? But you can't force them to be ready to leave the situation. So that call may either be just the starting point, or it may be the final point where they're ready to get out, or they're at the starting point and they just want to know, what are the steps that I would need to take, if I chose to leave. So we just support them wherever they are and let them know that we are here for them
Okay.
in whatever stage they're in at that moment.
Okay. All right. So the thing is, sometimes in my mind, it comes across as it's a place where people can literally come and board, but it's mostly phone conversations of resources and so forth.
Yes, we
Right.
connect them with the different resources that are available.
Right.
If they need to get out now, we will speak with the different shelters and such to see who has space to accommodate. Because sadly, there are more shelters for animals than there are for domestic violence survivors.
Yeah.
So that can be a little challenging at times.
Okay. In order for someone to work there, let's say if they want to, you know, get a job there because they want to help out or something, what are the qualifications?
Well, they definitely have to be vetted to determine if they are a good fit with this organization, because you have to be able to be patient. You have to be able to be compassionate towards people. And then you're also dealing with personal, information and situations, because we don't disclose to people, what somebody's going through, because sometimes when that person, not sometimes, but majority of the time when they're looking to leave, they don't want anybody the abuser or the perpetrator to know. So, we have to keep it very quiet, what's happening, even when they're out, that has to be kept quiet. So we have to vet people to make sure that they, align with the mission and what we're doing.
Okay. And donations, if anyone needs to donate, do you take, any type of donations, or there's
Yeah.
specific donations that's
any
allowed?
any type of donation. They can definitely go to the Heather Hurley Foundation, www.heatherhurleyfoundation.org. And there is a tab where they can give and donate, because as Nicole spoke about, we support women and children in Uganda currently. There are women and children that have come out of these situations. Some of them have been able to start their own businesses and they're self-sustaining. Some of them still need support, and I believe it's about 14 or 15 women. And between those 14 to 15 women, there are about 50 something children, right? So in that process, we help support the children and the women, right? Because we don't want them to feel like they have no other recourse than to go back to that situation. So
Yeah.
any donations that are given help to support those women. It helps to do the groundwork here as well. We have every October, which is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, we host an event called Purple Power, where we raise funds, we bring awareness and resources to the community in regards to, this it's a societal disease, domestic violence.
Yeah.
And that also takes money to hold, to host an event like that as well. So all of the donations and the proceeds go to supporting the men and women. Because I say men, because we've had some men that have come through,
Yeah.
that need support, right? And we also believe in curing it, right? It's a disease. So when you have a disease, you want to cure that disease, because hurt people, right? So we don't just like throw the men away. We try to have things in place to prevent, right? To help men understand that these are traits of an abuser, because sometimes they don't even realize that it's traits. It's just what
Yeah.
they've seen, it's what they've grown to know, it's just what they're accustomed to. So
It's hereditary. Yeah.
right. So the funds go into all of those different aspects. So any donation is appreciated.
Okay, that's perfect. How is your work? How's the work you do in the community organization making an impact in the community?
I say it's making an impact because when people come to this event, they are enlightened, as I said, because sometimes they don't understand what it is. They just feel that if somebody's hitting you, that's the only form of abuse. There are many different forms of abuse. There's emotional, there's financial, there is where they hold like your status. Like some people, they're not permanent here, right?
Yeah.
But they hold that against the person, right? So make them feel like you can't go anywhere, you can't do anything because you don't even have any papers. So there are different forms of abuse. It's not just hitting, right? Hitting is the one that we know about the most because that's the one that leads to death.
Yeah.
But there are other forms of abuse. So it helps to enlighten them. It helps them to understand. They may know people around them that are, that are either perpetrators or victims as a result of learning this information. And then they come and they speak to us and say, how can I get involved? I know people that, are in need of these services. I know people that are going through this, or I myself experienced it and I need, I need support. So in all of those aspects is how it helps the community, and it just helps us to know that we are doing something, it is making a difference.
Yeah. All right. So I'd like you to I'm just going to take a quick short break. We'll come back. I didn't want to go back. I know we were speaking about your business and stuff. So when you come back, I want to go back to that because I know this is very important.
Yes.
And I know there's people out there that needs this information because through it all, even through work, you'd find people are getting abused, not just relationships alone, it could be through family, through friends, through work relations and so forth, elderly abuse, people in homes. And we want people to know that there are people out there who you can call, you can email, whatever resources you have in order to get some help, whether speaking and so forth. Do you have the number again that you could give them before I go to break?
Give me one second. 646-820-8393.
Right, and that's the Heather Hurley Foundation. We'll be right back. Dionne has some lip balms to share. She has some facial things to share and so forth for the skin. And we want you to look good for the spring and for the summer before we go back into winter, the dreaded winter, for vacations and so forth. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Keep it locked. We'll be right back on islandvibe.net.
What's this? Welcome to Table Talk with Nikki G the Voice, where we bring to you highlights of entrepreneurs, leaders, organizers, and much more. A broad spectrum of professionals, including chefs, artists, designers, musicians, and much more. Our show is a new brand of talk shows where we educate, bring transparency, and last but not least, fun. Table Talk. Get ready for the seasons, a roller coaster of emotions, all wrapped into one. Caribbean style. We'll cover our Caribbean roots as well, so keep it locked. Welcome to Table Talk. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and iTunes.
Own it, girl, you just own it. Cause your body's on fire. Show me how to control it.
Table Talk Show is now on Island Vibes Radio. You can catch us every Saturday from 10 to 12 p.m. Log on to Island Vibes Philly or islandvibe.net.
Come on to party, drink some rum and break. So come and let me take a little drink now. Party! You guys, it's your girl Nikki Berry, and guess what? I am officially a brand ambassador and artist of the Fatopia Carnival Cruise, and we are going to the Bahamas June 2nd through June 9th. And guess what the best part is? We are leaving out of Brooklyn. We don't have to buy no flights, no hotels. It's just straight from Brooklyn to the Bahamas for a 7-day ultra premium experience, all inclusive. I'm so excited. We're gonna have 14 events on the cruise, on the land in the Bahamas. We're just gonna drink. We're gonna get lashed up. You're gonna see your favorite artists perform. We're getting everything on this boat. So make sure to reserve your spot now and come and chat with me because we will have a time with Fatopia.
Are you coming? Are you coming? You know, this is Mandela Link, all the way from Post and should be needed the job celebrity. Are you coming? Are you coming? Are you coming? You know, this is Mandela Link, all the way from Post and should be needed the job celebrity. Are you coming? Are you coming? You know, this is Mandela Link, all the way from Post and should be needed the job celebrity. And you know, I'm here to tell you about Fatopia. From June 2nd to June 9th, the ultimate carnival and the sea here, we playing a mass together. We're leaving from New York City, then we're heading down to Miami, then we're going straight to the Bahamas and we're playing a mass together. I will be there performing live and living color, alongside many other big artists, acts like Problem Child, and the list goes on and on and on. So here now, book your cabins now. Come on, let's play a mass together. Fatopia.
Welcome back to Table Talk Show with Nikki G, the voice on islandvibe.net. I'm here with Dionne Davis. She is the founder of Darker Shades of Ebony. And I'm very interested in it because I need some help, Dionne. I know, my face is always thing, and I'm not sure what products to put on my face. Ever since I left Trinidad, it's like I've just been neutral because, as you said, there's a lot of things you ingest and it's not good for you. You put on your face, it might probably not, And I was raised of doing a lot of things that's natural products. So the only natural product that I put in my hair is like the oils. They say it's good. So it's not straight. When I was in Trinidad, my hair used to be like a pin because I used to put grease. So we're going to talk about some of the products that you have, like the hair butter. Just give us a little synopsis of the hair butter and how it works.
So the hair butter is like a pomade. You rub it in your hands and you pass it through your hairs to give it moisture. It's to revitalize the hair. Some people's hair is brittle, and it also aids in hair growth as well. So the hair butter is, I even say you can use it on your children. I've had people that their children's hair is locked and they use it to help twist their hair, and they said it helps to make the hair manageable and gives it a nice shine, because when you have locks, you got to keep your hair shiny, you got to keep it moisturized, you got to groom. It's a lot of work.
So the hair oil and the hair butter goes together?
Goes together, yeah. The oil goes into the scalp, but I also sometimes rub it and then pass it through the ends of my hair as well. I've had people tell me that they've experienced hair growth. Can I tell you, I have a white gentleman that constantly orders the hair butter because he was up here and he was like, So he always reaches out to me when his bottle's getting low, and he's like, I need some more of that hair butter.
Wow. So do you think something like that will help with alopecia or people who are losing hair from aging and stuff?
I say yes, and then you couple it with your diet, because it's also, our diet helps with a lot of the things that we experience on the outside. It's
Okay.
internal. It starts from internally. So I would say definitely couple it with, a change in a diet, doing different things that will help to promote, hair growth and using the products.
All right, that's perfect. Pampering tools and treatments included in the pamper kit for mothers, which Mother's Day is coming up. So what's included in that kit?
So that pampering kit, it is everything. So I don't know if you've noticed in the word pamper, the M and the E is capitalized.
Yeah,
That's me,
me.
me, right. So this is all to take care of me because,
Okay.
as a mother, grandmother, business owner, sister, everything. We do a lot as women, we do a lot. So you got to take care of you. So the sugar scrub, the shea and sugar scrub helps to exfoliate the skin. We get the dead skin cells off. Your skin is soft like a baby's bottom. Then you go to your whipped shea butter and you lock in that moisture. Now your skin is silky smooth. Let me tell you, I'm gonna give you this story because it's the funniest thing, but it used to annoy me. Like I have friends that whenever they touch me, they're like, girl, and they'll tell somebody, girl, come touch her. I'm like, no, I'm not, no. And come, my skin is so girl. And they're just touching me. And I'm like, can you stop touching me? But it's important because, sometimes people, they don't take care of their skin and it's scaly, it's hard. Not knocking anybody, but it's important to take care of your skin. You want to know when you're laying down, your skin is soft. So that helps to soften the skin. Then we go into the lip butter, as I said, because it's moisturizing your lips is important, keeping your lips moist. The lips are the most sensitive part of the body. So we have to protect it. We have to keep it moisturized, right? The lip butter helps to lock in the moisture and it also gives you UV protection to the lips. So the lips are not exposed and getting damaged. Even in the winter, it gets wind whipped, all these different things that happen. The lip butter helps to protect it, but it's a soft protectant, right? It's not harsh.
Okay.
We also have the lip gloss. You want your shine, a little shine on your lips when you're going out, you put on your lip butter. After you don't moisturize your skin, you put on some shine. I don't know what it is, but when your lips are shining, you just get like this boost of confidence.
Of
You
course,
just
of course, because when
yeah.
it's dull, it's like,
Yeah.
it's
So that's
a
to give you the
difference.
shine. Yeah.
Mhm.
And what else do we have in the kit? Then we have our hair butter and the hair oil. So after
Okay.
you've done all of that, you took care of your body, you took care of your lips. Now you want to do your hair before you go outside. So you put in your hair butter, your pomade, your hair oil, you style your hair, and you're ready to go. You took care of you, i.e. me.
So I have, when I was growing up, I always find like, okay, my skin was soft. The same thing that you said. People would be like, "Oh, your skin is so soft. It's so nice." Yes, yes,
We need a support group for that.
Yeah, But yeah, exactly. But besides that, now I didn't want anybody to touch my hands. Like when you walking with your friends or whatever, and they want to hold your hands,
Yeah.
because my hands is firm. It looks soft, but it's firm. And I was like, why is everybody's hand look so soft and mine's firm? Not that I did like a lot of hard work. So what would you say? I find that over the years, like creams and stuff would kind of soften it. Have you come across that where people would say in the inner hands is a little bit, it's not
Yeah.
hard as in rough, but it's just
Yeah.
firm?
A lot of men have spoken about that. And I
Okay.
encourage them to use the shea and the sugar scrub. And you can scrub your hands because it has a little bit of uh soap in there, a little bit of like soap. So it's also cleaning the skin while it's exfoliating the skin. And then after you washed it off, you use some of the hair and body butter and you moisturize your hands. And I encourage to do that in the morning and in the night before you go to bed. That helps to lock in the moisture.
All right, turmeric acid wash.
Oh, the turmeric and the kojic acid wash. Yes,
Mhm.
that I actually created that because I had a client, she had a bad breakout, really bad as a result from surgery she had, and she had a lot of dark spots. And she was using my other products before, but she was like, I need something like to get these marks off. So I started to do some research and I knew kojic acid was something that was really good for dark spots. And turmeric is also good for like, giving the skin a glow and lightening the skin. So I created the wash and she's been using that wash and the turmeric scrub together. I'm just talking about it because she used it together. And I saw her the other day and she's just like elated. Like she's gonna do a whole video commercial for me. Like
That's
she's just
nice.
elated.
I
So
I'm interested in the dark spots because like when you get mosquito bites and then they end up staying on you. So I think I'm gonna need that product because I've been looking for that and you don't find products like that. That I don't want anything that is going to lighten my skin because you find a lot of lighteners. I need something that'll take away the blemish and that's even the tone of my skin.
Yes.
Supposed to, Okay, so I usually play a game, but in light of the time, I'll just ask you a couple of questions, right?
Okay.
What would you tell your younger self? What advice?
Okay. You're not crazy. What you're thinking and what you're feeling is correct. Don't downplay it. Listen to it. Definitely.
All right, good. If you have to walk to heaven's gate, right? And there's a door, you're not dead or nothing, there's a door, and you could go there and you could ask God any questions. I don't know what faith you are and so forth. So, it's just a standardized question. What would you ask him? What would you want him to tell you?
Oh my gosh. My goodness. What would I want him to tell me? You stumped me a little bit with that one. To tell me. Because I mean, I read my word daily, so it's kind of like everything I need to know is in the word. Like
word. Okay.
I know that. So it's like I kind of, not to say I know it all, but it's like I have the answers. So
good. That's good. That's good.
That's
That's good. That's good. So maybe you'll just go up and tell him, I have the answers. I'm good. Thanks for
I listen to you.
Thanks for everything. I owe it all to you. All right, so Dionne, I want to thank you so much for being on here. I mean, the time just went like really quick. Sometimes I tell people an hour, 2 hours, and then it goes by really fast. So all the information that you gave me, I'm gonna have it on YouTube. Any other information that you have for us that you want to put up on the radio station, any audio work and so forth, we'll speak about it. But I want to thank you so much for being on here. Give us your handles again and let us know where we can find you and the organization as well.
Okay. Darker Shade of Ebony website is www.darkershadeofebony.com. My Instagram handle is Darker Shade of Ebony. Facebook is Darker Shade of Ebony. The Heather Hurley Foundation is www.heatherhurleyfoundation.org. My email for my business is darkershadeofebony@gmail.com, right? The phone number for the Heather Hurley Foundation again is 646-820-8393. And the email is info@heatherhurleyfoundation.org.
Beautiful. I want you guys to keep it locked to Table Talk Show. Well, not Table Talk Show, but keep it locked to islandvibe.net. We have other DJs who's going to be on. We have mixes. We have so many things coming up. We have the Food Fest coming up. So you go on there. We have cruises that's coming on as well with Fatopia. And I want you to know that life is for living. Let people live, love each other, and then life move on. Anyone who's lost anyone, accept my sympathies. Make sure you go on to Dionne's page and you support her. And, we're going to have everything, all the information at the bottom of the YouTube page. All right. If you need to speak to me, you'll get me at Nikki G The Voice on Instagram. Also, you could go to my page, which is www.nikkigmedia.com. And also on SoundCloud, just type in Nikki G The Voice on Google and you'll see all my information. All right. Dionne, it was a pleasure.
Thank you. Yes,
interviewing you. You are a beautiful person. Stay as beautiful as you are. Thank you for, I'm going to reach out to you for the cream because I need that. And everyone have a beautiful day. You as well. Okay. Keep it locked.
Plus this.
Welcome to Table Talk with Nikki G the Voice, where we bring to you highlights of entrepreneurs, leaders, organizers, and much more. A broad spectrum of professionals, including chefs, artists, designers, musicians, and much more. Our show is a new brand of talk shows where we educate, bring transparency, and last but not least, fun. Table Talk. Get ready for our seasons, a roller coaster of emotions, all wrapped into one. Caribbean style. We'll cover our Caribbean roots as well, so keep it locked. Welcome to Table Talk. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and iTunes.
Own it, girl, you just own it. Cause your body's on fire. Show me how to control it.
Table Talk Show is now on Island Vibes Radio. You can catch us every Saturday from 10 to 12 p.m. Log on to Island Vibes Philly or islandvibe.net.